Buenos días, Nifties. Bienvenidos a Knittery Nicole. I am Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. Today, I am drinking my favorite pour over coffee in my favorite cup. I'm so glad to be back at home. It tastes like heaven. And let me tell you that in Waikiki, there are so many good coffee places. I couldn't even imagine how many there were because I think I told you at the other islands, there just wasn't as much like infrastructure. Well, maybe Maui, but last time we went to Kauai and there wasn't like as many like coffee places. Anyway, there was really, really good coffee there, but nothing, well, I just feel like there's something nice about being at home. It's like not only is it delicious, and I would have to say that their coffee was probably equally delicious or maybe something maybe more. But then when you have something from home, you also get the comfort of like the way your home tastes, as if home had a taste. Anyway, so I appreciate that. And today I am also working on the decade long baby blanket. I am starting to do the pattern so you can see this pattern. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. So I can't find the instructions, but I'm pretty sure because I can see it right here that is 1, 2, 3 white, and then oh, I hope that. Okay, so it doesn't look exactly like this because I'm wondering where this little line is. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I'm supposed to. So I was just passing it, but I wonder if I was supposed to purl it. Oh, now that I'm looking at this very closely, I'm clearly supposed to purl that. Okay, so I have made a mistake. Big surprise, everyone. And I've been just passing it so you can see. Okay, so here it is. So here it is passed. So like slipping it. I'm sorry, not passing it, slipping it. So now though, I'm going to purl it. Oh, that won't make it. Maybe I have to purl it in the next. Let's see if we flip it over, what's it gonna look like? I think we purl it next time. Okay, so let's try that out. Because it's clearly not purled here because that would mean that it would be a gray. Okay, so this is gonna be odd. I'm gonna pass it and then do another one. And then now I'm gonna flip it. Just really quick to see if I'm gonna get that. Okay, so when I go back, I knit because I have to get that purl in the back. So I knit this. Oh, I think I split this. Yeah, okay, knit this. And then I think I purl this. And then I knit this. Okay, now I'm gonna look at the front and see if it looks right. Oh, I did get a line. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep that information for next time. I am gonna keep going with what I'm doing and hope that it works out. So I feel like my mother-in-law, she knows how to knit, but she's not as good at knitting as she is at crochet. But I'm gonna bring it over to her and see if she can see the pattern better than I did because she's really good at seeing the pattern. But here we go. I'm just going to keep going this direction. I've also, big surprise, made some mistakes down here. So I'm going to try to fix those as I find them. Like fixing them as I knit. And so now you can see part of the reason that, that it's taken me a decade. And yes. Anyway, so this morning, well, as you know, because I've told you, I work in education, and I also worked summer school this year. So we finished up in July, and now I am on summer break. And of course, I took my son on his little graduation trip. And then now we're back home. But one thing that people don't know is that when you work on a school calendar, it's really hard to miss school for any reason. Because when you miss school, you have to, there are substitute teachers, which is great. But you have to make, the regular teacher has to make plans for the substitute teacher. And so let's say you're in an elementary school setting. You have to explain all of the procedures that you do every day. So, and it could be like as simple as like, I take attendance by making kids answer a question every day. And then, but you have to explain that. And if you don't explain it well, the kids, the students, they're already like a little bit dysregulated emotionally because you're not there. And they like, even students that don't like their teacher, which, clearly I'm a favorite teacher, so that didn't happen. Well, anyway, even students that don't like their teacher, they appreciate the consistency of knowing that their teacher is going to be there. And they wonder if the substitute teacher is going to be good, if they're going to be nice, if they're going to be mean, if they are going to understand what they need, if they even care about what they need. And so if you do something different, the kids, they get upset. I remember one time I was a substitute teacher in a kindergarten classroom, and one of the little girls said, "My teacher doesn't close the door like that." And I was just like, "Oh, sweetie, I wish I knew how to close the door to make you feel better, but I can't close the door just like your teacher does." And yes, so, but that's just an example. And students, they really appreciate the consistency of school, I feel like. And of course they love summer. Who doesn't love a break? But at the same time, the consistency is important. And so as an educator, it's really hard to miss. So not only do your kids get all upset, but then in addition, you have to do extra work to be out, which is, a little bit. Oh, so I pulled this yarn. So I'm going to try to pull this and like stretch it out. There we go. Let's see if I think it'll fix later. At any rate, so what you do then as an educator to not miss, unless you have, unless you're really sick, of course, you want to miss then. Or if you, have something really important to do, then of course you should miss. But at the same time, we try not to miss any school. And the reason why is because of those two things. And so over the summer, we do all the things that, regular people do during the year. Like for instance, almost every educator saves all their doctor's appointments, the voluntary ones, till the summer. Also, all the dentist appointments till the summer. Well, cleanings you do during Christmas break and then during summer break. And then if you've had any projects like home improvement projects, you probably, like especially if they're DIY, you probably are going to wait until summer. Any vacation, summer, right? And that's when the kids are out too. So I have some busy, just kind of a busy few weeks before school gets started again. And I am feeling a little bit anxious about it. I'm still, unfortunately, dealing with all of the laundry from our trip and trying to clean the house, like because our place was just empty, and we live in a place that has a lot of trees and nature, which is beautiful, but it gets dusty somehow, even though everything's closed up. At any rate, so I'm going to keep working on that. We are hopefully going to keep working on our lovely decade long blanket very soon. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me and listening to my stories and hearing what we have to say. I feel so lucky to have you. And if you have, gotten anything from this time, if you feel just a little bit more peaceful for the opportunity to sit in community, then please like and follow, share with someone who you also feel like could benefit from this time. And please send a pic of your whip to our Threads account. I'm dying to know what you're also working on. And nos vemos.